Hello, everyone, and happy Thursday. How's everybody doing today? It's not Thursday. Why did I say Thursday? Happy Tuesday. What is going on? I'm gonna let my hair down. What's going on? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Welcome to the Get Cozy podcast. I'm your host, Alea. So grab a drink, grab a snack, grab your project, and get cozy because today I'm going to be showing you my design process. And really, I'm just going to sit here and talk about designing a pattern in general. You guys know I've been really into Tunisian crochet and Tunisian crochet scarves and like accessories. So I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit. And then kind of like my steps and my process on how I do that. But yeah, y'all, you guys let me know what's going on. If you're watching, what are you working on? What's on your hook? What's on your needles? We have a fun stream planned for today. I did a tiny bit of yarn shopping. Okay, just a little bit. I didn't do too much, but we did a little something something. Okay, we did a little damage. Not too crazy. I did go to Michael's and Hobby Lobby because I really want. What is that noise? What is that noise? Okay, because I really wanted to find some yarn, very specific yarn for a project. It was the Caravan Blossom Cake in the color Cabana, I think. I'll pull it up on my phone really quickly. But I wanted to get this particular yarn because it's really pretty. And I've seen so many people work, well, yeah, I've seen so many people work on it. And I even saw it in like a 6-day star blanket, which you guys know is one of my favorite patterns by my friend Betty. And so I'm going to show you a picture. But like, this is this pink color right here. This person used two different Caron cakes, but like this pinky, brownie, gray, and then this white one is a different one, right? And I never used the blossom cakes, but like the blossom cakes are like a tube. How do I explain this? It's like a tubular fuzzy yarn. And I've never used it before, but you know, I was here for it. I was ready. But when I got there, I got all the way to Michael's and it wasn't there. So I was like, great, I wasted all that time coming all the way to Michael's. And I go to a very specific one in Chesapeake. So it wasn't like a short drive for me. And it's the reason why I like this area is because they had Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and Joann's all in the same area. Well, Joann's is closed, unfortunately, RIP to Joann's, but that's where I used to go. That was my thing. That was my bread and butter. But I now officially think that I'm only going to go to Hobby Lobby because literally yarn is so expensive. Okay, I don't normally go to like craft stores anymore for my yarn, but I realized that yarn is extremely expensive now. Like a Caron cake, I may have some still. Yeah, so let me go get one. A Caron cake, like one of these. This is one of my favorite yarns. This is the Cloud Cakes by Caron, but I only like their solid colors and their perfect phasing. And so I went. You literally can see the price of it right here. And so when I went to Michael's, these were $14.99. Huh? Like, when did that happen? And so yeah, I don't know how that happened. And I was just like, and so right now, I will say right now on the Michael's website, the Caron cakes are $9. Okay. Or the Caron Blossom cakes that I looked at were $9. And originally I went in there to get the Blossom cake in Cabana. And I wanted to look at it because I personally don't like, unless it's like the phasing, the ombre one, I don't personally like the variegation of the Caron cakes or Karen cakes, however you say it. Because it just doesn't, I don't like it. It's just too like, it's not like, it doesn't blend in, right? It's just like, it just cuts off too much for me. It's too abrupt. Like it's not, it's like no real like ombre. So I normally don't go for those. Um, I have to literally see it. And I couldn't see it. And so I was looking at these pictures. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have to order it online. Well, I'm glad I didn't because I was like, I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby and see what they have. Because a lot of these yarn brands that you find in big box stores, the same they all have the same like manufacturer. So if you don't find it in one store, most likely you will find it at another store. So um or or you'll find it in another brand. Like the what's it called it? Loops, what's it called? Oh my gosh, what's it called? Thread Loops and Threads, the Michaels in-house brand of yarn, is the same, some of the times is the same yarn as Yarnspiration Premier. So if you don't find the yarn that you want because it's like sold out or whatever may have you, 9 times out of 10 the big box or in-store yarns, they're there. You just gotta kind of look for them. So I'm gonna show you what I got. I'm really excited. Like I said, I went to Hobby Lobby. I spent a total of, let me get the receipt. $23.67. Okay. Not too bad. Once again, like there's some people who don't like Hobby Lobby, and I don't get it actually. I don't get why people don't like Hobby Lobby. Hold up. Yeah, I don't get why people don't like Hobby Lobby. That's a personal goal. I don't know. But not a goal, a personal preference. I don't know. But I like a good Hobby Lobby. That's kind of where I wouldn't say that's where I started buying yarn. I started buying yarn. Oh, and it was also 30% off. I didn't even realize that. This week was also 30% off of Hobby Lobby. So I got quite a bit of yarn. So we'll go through it. This is the bag. Good old Hobby Lobby. And my only thing about Hobby Lobby, because they don't use like barcodes or anything like that. Hello, Tippy just started working at Hobby Lobby 3 years ago. Ah, how fun. Love that. I'm not gonna lie, I would love working at Hobby Lobby. It's just, everybody's so nice too. There's a lot of older people who work there, but that's all right. They do their job really well. So I, hands down, you can fight with me in the comments. Hobby Lobby has the best yarn. Period. The Yarn Bee yarn, period. And they always come out with really nice colors. That's the thing. The yarn is 30% off every other week. See, I knew that sometimes they had 30% off, but I don't like mark it on my calendar. So that was a really nice surprise. Look, I didn't even realize it. I literally just looked at my receipt and realized. But yeah, the yarn is affordable. Okay. It's nice. Yeah, most of it is acrylic. You may find cotton just like any like big box, craft store that has yarn, or even Walmart. Because that's just how it is. And 9 times out of 10, sorry, I gotta refresh I'm trying to stream on Facebook. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it's working. So 9 times out of 10, if you are looking for a yarn, but you're not trying to pay an arm and a leg, go to Hobby Lobby. Okay. So I've never seen this before. This is the Yarn Bee Pearl Spun. What is this? Majestic Plum. This is 100% acrylic. Yeah, 100% low peel acrylic. Can you guys see that? Low peel acrylic. Why is it taking so? There we go. 150 yards, low peel acrylic, 100 grams. It's a weight 4. Gauge is 5.5 needle, 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, which is typical. This is the first time I've ever seen it say pull from outside. I like that. I like that. I know like some yarns have like a tab that you can pull. This is tempting because the center pull is already here, just waiting for me to pull it. But no, I've actually started pulling yarn from the outside. I know some people are center pull always, but I like to take it from the outside because I hate when it tangles. I just do. So I got this one and the Pearl Spun. So Pearl Spun is a Z twist yarn. Can you see it looks a little crazy? Well, it's not crazy, but it looks different, right? So, and this yarn right here is an S. So if we compare them, little yarn, you see that they're going in opposite directions. Right, right, right. So if you find a Z twist yarn, so if you're looking at it this way, it's going this way, right? And if you're looking at this one, it's going this way. That's how you know. So Z twist yarn is actually the perfect yarn for a crochet, Tunisian crochet, because of the way it's twisted. Hasn't been bad so far. I worked with a lot of people that have been there for 15 to 30 years. I would love to be. You know what? When I retire, and if I decide I want a job, I would probably work at Hobby Lobby. I think I would. Anyway, this was $3.99. 30% off of $3.99. $2.79. Michaels could never. Michaels could never. And you know what else I really don't like is like Michaels definitely suck the life force out of fiber artists. Suck the life force right out of our pockets, especially during the pandemic. It was horrible. The other color that I got is Jade. Jade. I wouldn't have called this Jade, but it's like a nice teal color. And I actually recorded a vlog while I was in Hobby Lobby, so look out for that. I've been recording a lot of like behind the scenes content with my glasses. It's a lot easier that way. Now, is the audio good? No, but I might just end up doing like a voiceover. And so I got this in the color Rust. Now, I saw this orange first. And I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to make. And so these are the yarns that I have. How pretty. I love a good jewel tone. And absolutely gorgeous. All of that. Vivian Crosby says, good evening, everyone. Hey, girl. I feel like everybody's starting to come in now. But yeah, so these are the yarns that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. So nice. Now that I know how much they actually cost, all three of these, $8.37. Y'all, I might have to go back tomorrow. Because these are so nice. So pretty. What do you guys think? What do you think I'm making, or what do you think I have planned for these yarns? Comment down below. What do you think about the color combination? Have you ever tried Yarn Bee yarn? Literally, hands down, it's one of my favorite yarns. Period. Period. I would definitely have more of it, but I used it all. Okay. Okay, so next yarn that I got is the Yarn Bee Soft Secret. So I actually have some of this already that I bought a while ago. Because I couldn't get the Blossom Cake, I decided to just get more of this. So I'm gonna, and I didn't compare. I know the dye lots are like distant cousins at this point, but um actually it's not too far off looking at it. So this is the one I already had in my collection, and this is the one I got today. It's like literally a little, but you know what, the lights probably are washing it out, so I don't know. It's like literally such a small difference. You see the consistency, okay, in the yarn bee yarn. Isn't that crazy? So this is like this is what I'm talking about when I say some yarn brands, they will they're all from the same manufacturer. So what does this look like? Caron Simply Soft. Okay. What else does it look like? What is what is the name? It's a Loops and Threads has this same exact kind of yarn. Who else had the same yarn? If this isn't, oh no, it's the same one. Okay. Big Twist had the same type of yarn. They all came from the same manufacturer. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you go to a store and you're like, oh, I really like this yarn, but I don't like this color, go to a different store. Most likely it's all white labeled. Okay. And so this is the old one. I got this one for $5.99. This is the one I picked up today. No, sorry. I got this one for $4.99. Okay. This one I picked up for $5.99. They are the exact same one. Buffed blush. The dye lot is for this one 9271. This one is 1327. So like I said, looking at it at the light, honestly, it's the slightest difference. I'm pretty sure once I start working on it, I'll see the difference. But I don't know. Why does it feel like there's more yarn in this one? Nope, it's the same. 6 ounces, 300 yards. But what I plan to do with this is I'm going to do my forward pass with this, return pass with this, so then the colors can mix. So that's a little tip. If you're doing Tunisian crochet and you have a few different dye lots, just do a forward pass with one and a return pass with the other. All right, so I got 2 of these. Yep, I got 2 of those, both at the $5.99. Yeah, both. Why is it 2 different ones? Oh, was one a different? Yeah, that's the one thing about, like, oh wait, is this a, yeah. Okay, so that's the one thing about Hobby Lobby that I don't like. I bought these 2 at the same time today. They both are the same. This one's $4.99. This one is $5.99. Okay. That's the only thing. I didn't realize that I paid 2 different prices for it. But being 30% off for 600, is it 600? I'm sorry I keep going in and out of camera. For 300 yards, $4.19, $3.19. $4.19, $3.49. I don't mind. You can have that dollar. All right. And so then my last bit of yarn that I got is the I love this cotton. Now, once again, hands down, my favorite cotton in yarn to date. Okay. The only other one that I could probably say I like, equal, not better, equal to this is the Lion Brand Pima Cotton. But even then, it's expensive. Like, you get one little ball for like $12, $9. This, $4.90, $4.50. Is it gonna $4.50? Yeah, both of them are $4.50. I had to check. Both of them are $4.50. All right, this is 100% cotton. This is in the color khaki. Right. This is the yarn I used for my Tunisian crochet book little pouch. I'm calling this the book nook pouch. How cute, right? So I have to do this is the A6 version. I have to do an A5 version. So that's why I got 2 of them. And I thought There was like this sagey color that I was going to get, but I thought that this color would match better in pictures. So unfortunately, I had to get the not so fun beige, but that's business. But yeah, so that's all I got from Hobby Lobby for $23.67. Best investment of my week so far, if I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, that is the things that I just finished buying today. Did I need yarn? Yes and no. Yes and no, I did. I'm not gonna lie, I did. All right, let me check on the comments, see if I missed anything. I don't know what's going on with the vertical. I don't know what's going on. That's all right. Facebook, still nobody. That's all right. I don't be telling nobody I'm live on Facebook. I don't know. Anyway, if you're watching right now, make sure you are liking the stream. Let me know what you're working on. All that good stuff. I currently have a super chat goal up for right now. Where if we get 5 super chats, then I'll let you guys name the pattern that I'm going to be showing you that I'm working on. So when it comes to my design process, a lot of people start with a silhouette, right? They'll be like, oh, I think I want to make a scarf, or oh, I want to make a cardigan, or I really like this stitch, I'm going to use it on a t-shirt, right? Or a sweater, or a sock, or a hat. And then they, do the math, get the yarn, blah, 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 blah. All right. Me, I get the yarn and then work backwards. And that's why I think my stash has gotten down very much so over the past few years. But I start with the yarn first. All right. And then I go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera over. But first, it's time for a little commercial break. All right. I'll be back after the ad. Oop. But wait, before we get into the rest of the video, let's have a message from our sponsors. Me. We finally made merch for the channel. We have t-shirts, logo tees, embroidered sweatshirts, tote bags, and so much more. But out of everything I came up with, my favorite is going to be the Cozi varsity hoodie. So if you want to buy yourself something nice, rep the channel and let everybody know you are a Cozi cousin, the link will be down below to shop. With all that being said, let's get back to the video. But wait, before we get into the rest of the video, let's have a message from our sponsors. Me. We finally made merch for the channel. We have t-shirts, logo tees, embroidered sweatshirts, tote bags, and so much more. But out of everything I came up with, my favorite is going to be the Cozi varsity hoodie. So if you want to buy yourself something nice, rep the channel and let everybody know you are a Cozi cousin, the link will be down below to shop. With all that being said, let's get back to the video. But wait. All right, and we are back. Hello, Kiva Brown. How you doing today, girl? All right, so I'm going to show you... Oh, my phone's in the way. My bad. I wanted to show you guys... Let me know if I need to zoom out. I think I'm going to zoom out. Because I'm going to be using a lot of my... It's a little crooked. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, so it's a... Let me get this out the way. Y'all, you would think I would know what I'm doing. All right, so, you doing good? Great. Happy Tuesday. All right, so, I'm going to be showing you what I'm working on right now. Or the yarn that I have in particular. Oh, you know what? Let me show you this first. Because I think this was Friday when I started working on this specific project, and it was at random. I saw the yarn, I was looking through my stash, and I was like, I need to use this yarn. I need to use it. I need to find some use for it. It's just sitting here. It's really pretty. I need to use it. So this is currently the pattern that I'm working on. I think it's probably better if I show you this way. This is the... Oh, yeah, that's look good. This is a shawl that I'm working on right now for a pattern, and it's a 14 row repeat. 14, no, yeah, it's a 10 row repeat. And it's going to be the most luxurious, soft, cozy shawl you could ever imagine. And it's so pretty. Vivian Crosby said I'm working on 3 blankets, but I took a break from the blankets today and did about 40 keychains. That doesn't sound like a break. That don't sound like a break. But yeah, so this is what I was working on. Literally, I think this was Friday? Wednesday? I don't know. It was a day that I wasn't streaming. It had to be Friday or Saturday. I was looking at this yarn. And this is the Happy Place TL Yarn Crafts and Happy Place yarn from Hobie. And it's in the color it's the 1 and 2 color. The taupe and I think like buttercream. You thought it was a bandana at first. Oh, I guess you could have it as a bandana. It's a little big. It's a little big. I think if you use like, you know what? It could be a bandana. Do I look cute? But no, it's gonna be a shawl. I ran out of yarn, so I did buy some more. That's why I let everybody know on my community tab that Happy Place Apricity, that's what it's called. The Happy Place Apricity yarn was on sale because that's when I bought it. So I'm gonna go back. And so that's what I've been working on like really hard lately. I finished like the first repeat in a few hours, like 3 or 4 hours. And this, I will say, is so addicting to work this pattern. So if you know Tunisian crochet, knit stitch, mesh stitch, full stitch, simple stitch, you can do this. And I may have given you a lot, a lot of stitches, but I promise you it's the same sequence of stitches and it'll look so pretty. You could do this in just about any color. But y'all, yeah, y'all let me know oh, I just dropped my stitch marker. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think of it down below in the comments. I don't know what to name it just yet. So if we get 5 super chats and we hit our goal for the night, then you guys get to name her. I was considering it maybe like the Cozy Camper. If you look back here, there's like a little shawl somewhere that I made a long time ago, and I called that the Cozy Camper, but I don't know. I never made a pattern out of it. Okay, so this is all the yarn that I'm going to be making for my next pattern. My next pattern is going to be like a shawl, a scarf, and a mini scarf or a micro scarf. Okay, micro scarves are the ones that you just like tie around your neck, and it's cute and dainty and small. Now this is all worsted weight yarn. So the challenge is to use relatively thicker yarn to make something delicate, small, lightweight, airy. At the same time, I want it to be innovative and useful and attractive, but not boring. Okay, so that's a lot of things that I'm trying to go for, but we can do it. Okay, so if you're wondering about the yarn, a lot of this one in particular, this is the worsted. This is all Malabrigo. Okay, so this is the worsted Malabrigo. This is 100% merino wool, 210 yards, 100 grams. This is a worsted weight yarn. This has no dye lot because I got this in the single dye lot. I got this in a mystery bag from Malabrigo. Jimmy Bean Wool would do like mystery bags of Malabrigo, and so you would choose whether you want like warm, cool, or neutral, or just like random. And for like $50 or $40, you would get like 5 of these. And this is big, okay? 5 different ones of these. So of course, every single time they did one, I got some. I don't know, they don't do them anymore like they did. It must have been in the summer. They may bring it back in the summertime. This one I did get at my local yarn store. This is this is just worsted. So it's just worsted weight yarn. It is a single ply. So it's gonna get a little plump when you block it. And then I have Malabrigo's Rios, which I've never used this before. I've used worsted before. I've used washed before, but I've never used Rio. I know a lot of people really like Rio, especially because it's a super wash. So it's worsted weight, 110 yards, 100 grams, calling for a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook or knitting needles, and it's 100% superwash merino. And this was in the color green apple. I really like this color of yarn. I originally wanted to make a hat out of this color, and I still do want to make a hat out of this color, but I think for right now, until I find a hat pattern that I really like, I'm gonna go ahead and make a scarf out of it. So that's that. Next one, and one of my favorite colorways that Malabrigo does, is this is washted. So it's 3 different types of yarns, but this is washted. It's a worsted weight super wash merino. It's in the color, this is in the color Indonesia, but this was also from a mystery box. So I got really lucky, and these are 2 skeins that I bought already, and I just put them together. Or this may be 1 skein. I have to weigh this. And see if this is 1 skein or 2. I think it might be 2. But it's the same one. This is just Indonesia, and this was just in like the mystery box. So if you can kind of see the theme of all the yarn that I'm using, it's kind of like this electric green, purple, blue. They're just from different lines of the Malabrigo line. So I'm really excited to get started. So I have my yarn. All right, I have my yarn. Now it's time to pick out the silhouette or the stitch. So I'm gonna show you. We're gonna draw what I'm thinking inside my head. And so specifically, I wanted I feel like as soon as I start drawing, it's gonna get real bad, because I'm not a really good drawer, and I don't have my eraser. I'm really unorganized. So this is like my design notebook. I have so many ideas in it. I have another little one. At the moment, I think it's in here, but I'm trying to find my eraser and I found my other pencil. It's somewhere in this bag. Okay, here it is. So I also carry this little thing with me. It has like this eraser in it. So I want the scarf to be, I want it to be like a diamond shape, but not like, I hope I can do this right, but not like super diamond. I already messed up. I want it to be like a gradual diamond. So I kind of want it from like here to here. And I don't want it to be like super exaggeratory. Is that a word? I feel like I'll be making a word sometimes. Okay, that's about right. And so I like I said, I want it to be like a diamond shape. So something like that. Right? I want it to look like this. This is the shape that I'm aiming for. Okay? And then, but I want like one side of it to have like a twist opening. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this right, but it's going to be like this. And then it's going to be like this. And so you can tuck this side into this side so then it crosses. Do y'all see the vision? Do you get what I'm aiming for? So it'll be like that. So that's what I'm aiming for. And I want to do a small version, a medium version, and then a larger, like actual shawl version. Okay. And so that's going to be my challenge. This particular pattern creation has been in the works for years. One of my first samples that I did is right there. That one's based off of the latte scarf from uh that I made for furls. But originally it was supposed to be a triangle. So it was supposed to be, and I could still do a triangle, but I need it to be like more long than it is wide. Um so something like this, right? And I achieved that with that scarf. And so I want to do the same thing. I still want to do the Tunisian simple stitch and the Tunisian mesh stitch. The reason why I'm having a hard time is because there's so many different variations of the end stitches, right? So if to have a scarf, you would do oh so many increases for it to get the right shape. For a scarf, you would do so many increases to keep the same shape. And then for a shawl, it's the same thing. So you have to learn how to gradually increase on both sides in Tunisian crochet seamless. Okay, that's the hard part, as well as communicating it in your pattern so that anybody who picks up that pattern can understand it. Write the pattern as you go. Yes, but at the same time, I don't know where to start. So that's why I'm trying to like plan as I go, because a lot of the times when I can't figure out or have a clear vision, like that other scarf, I didn't have a clear vision for it. I just started making it and playing with it. And I realized that I liked what I liked, and that's when I started writing as I go. This one, it's a little different because I'm constantly tripping up over my feet over what I want to do. Okay? So now that I have a clear, which is this one. I have a clear vision, okay? That's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm doing. And now we can go into the actual making of the product. And so I know that was a lot. I know a lot of y'all don't even want to hear me talk, but that's what this stream is for. I'm teaching you my creative process from start to finish, because I know a lot of people want to go out with their own pattern, but it takes a lot. It's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize it goes into making a pattern that actually makes sense. It's a very intentional. And the thing is, the design doesn't even have to be good, but the pattern has to be legible. And so I started doing like little samples for the beginning of it. And I have two. This one I did, I think this one was the last one I did. Shoot, let me look. Yeah, no, this one was the last one, and this was the one I was working for before the stream. And so I'm increasing in two different ways. What I'm wanting to do is have a gradual increase, because with Tunisian crochet, it's very apparent, okay? Especially if I'm trying to make a diamond shape. Increasing at the beginning, that's easy. It's the increases at the end. That's the hard part, because you want it to be seamless on both sides, but you also don't want it to, I don't want it to be skinny, okay? And as you can see, these are already starting off real skinny. So I don't know if I want to start with the biggest one first and then go from there, or do I want to start with the smaller one first? Because I think if you do with the smaller one first, I know this is like you're thinking too hard about it, and I am, but I think if I start with the smaller one first, it'll make doing the medium and the larger one a lot like better and make that process go a lot smoother. Now, this pattern is going to be a pattern bundle, so you'll get all three patterns in all three sizes in one pattern. I feel like a lot of the times when people make these patterns, it's like, for example, nothing against petite knit, but she has the Sophie scarf and then a separate pattern for the Sophie shawl. It's literally the same thing, just a different increase. And then you have people who do the same thing with hats. Like, why am I paying for three different sizes of the same hat? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, and then there's some people who put all three sizes in one pattern. So I think that's also valuable, and that's kind of where I want to go. This may take another year for me to do. If I'm gonna be honest, just the way that I am. But we're going to go ahead, and now that we know, I'm gonna continue doing it in simple stitch until I'm just gonna frog this little piece right here until I figure out what the increases and decreases are gonna be. Because I'm gonna be frankly honest, I'm tired of Tunisian crochet shawls being so gosh darn predictable and simple and old fashioned and no modernism, no functionality. Like some, okay, cool, yeah, they're nice, but like it's predictable. You know what I'm saying? Like let's spice it up a little bit. If shawls are already seen as like granny, I say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna wear my shawl." And then my friends are like, "What are you, a teacher? What are you, a grandma?" Like maybe, I don't know. So I'm trying to style it up a bit. Some people really enjoy a good shawl. I am that person, but I haven't made a shawl that I really like. I made like the virus shawl years ago, and I like it. It worked up really quickly, but I don't wear it. It literally looks like a grandma shawl. It's too triangle. So, there's that. And I could do it in a increase in the middle, but I don't think that's not gonna be easy to do when I want to do the opening as well. So I'm starting off with two. I'm gonna zoom in for a little bit. Oh my gosh, my bad. um Give me a second. I'm gonna start off with, Lord have mercy, give me a second, guys. I'm going to be starting off with Tunisian crochet simple stitch with three of them. Okay, there we go. I'm going to be starting off with, and it's still, and it's still small. Okay, we're zooming in. All right, I'm going to start off with three for the end of it, right? So we have our three little stitches, and then I'm just going to go ahead and do the first row. Super simple return pass. And so I've been playing around with a few different increase techniques. I think the one that's really going to work out for me is the yarn over increases. And so we're going to start off with three, and then I'm going to start doing my increases. So I think for the scarf I'm going to have to do them more close together. And it's just trial and error, so maybe I should take one of these away. And so I'm gonna do yarn over. My neighbors are so loud. I hope y'all don't hear them. They're just screaming. So I'm gonna do yarn over, and then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the end stitch, and then do my return pass, and then I'm just gonna work the increase. And then now I'm gonna do the other side increase. So we looking like that, okay? That way it's not, the increases isn't all bunched up in one spot. It looks crazy when it's all bunched up in one spot. Now it's a little bit more gradual. You see what I'm saying? Like you can kind of see it right there. It's kind of, I think that'll block out, but I feel like I may have also need to start the increases a little bit further down, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so now we're going to do the increase. Or do I want to do, let's just do like one row with no increases. All right. Return pass. All right, so that's what we have. And then I'm going to do my first. Oh my God, what's going on with my camera? What was that? Oh my gosh. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties going on. Oh, it's died. Okay, well, that's crazy. Oh, that was really scary. My camera died, y'all. I'm so sorry. So I guess we're gonna have to, let's just move. That was really embarrassing. I was like, what's going on? We're just gonna move it like this. There we go. All right. So now you can't really, it's okay. So what was I doing? Okay. Oh, those are cats. Do y'all hear that? Oh my gosh, there's like cats. I don't know what they're doing. It sounds like they're right outside my window. Oh my gosh. Who's a cat person? I don't like cats, if I'm going to be honest. I don't have any pets. We are thinking about getting a pet fish, but I don't know. I thought that was my neighbor like screaming. Oh my God, do y'all hear them? Oh my God. Yo, they're literally like right outside my window or something. I don't know what's going on. All right, so that's another increase. But you see what I'm talking about, right? Like it's like, oh my gosh, they're so loud. They're fighting. Oh my gosh, y'all. There's cats fighting. My wall, my wall is right here. Is the end of my house. I can hear the cats fighting on the other side of this wall. So ghetto. Oh my gosh. All right. So that was an increase on this side. I'm just going to, because it's going to annoy the mess out of me. Ooh. I'm just going to, sorry, y'all. Give me a second. I'm just going to charge my camera this way. All right. So if you're looking closely, like I'm increasing on this side, but it's like so dramatic on the end. You see what I'm saying? Like it looks really weird. I don't like that. Okay. I got to figure something out. So maybe the first row has to start the increases, right? And the thing about Tunisian crochet, you have to start with 3. It's not like I can start with 1. So I have to start with 3. So I'm going to just do my yarn over. Oh my God, they are fighting. Oh my gosh, do you hear them? Let me see if I can turn this up. Y'all, these cats are fighting in my yard, in my backyard. Oh my gosh. All right, so what is this? I'm not gonna do a yarn over on this side, but I am just gonna go ahead and go in and do this. You know what? I have a battery pack, but I have no idea where it is. All right, so I did my increase on that side and then increase on the end. All right, and so it's looking a little bit better. No, it still looks really bulky. I'm getting irritated. Okay, it doesn't look too bad now that I stretch it out a little bit. All right, and so then I'm just do one non-increase row. Okay, I think the cat fight is over. All right. And then I'm gonna do my return pass. And then maybe do like another increase. No, I think I need like. So I'm using this gray yarn as a test before I use like the other yarn. Because with like single strand yarn, sometimes when you try to frog it so many times, it'll like fray or like get fuzzier and stuff like that. And then you have to start cutting it. I don't want to do that. All right, so that was 2 rows of non-increase. We're going to increase on one side. And then do our return pass. Okay, and then we're going to do our return pass. Oh, and then we're going to increase on this one. Okay, you know what? That's actually looking what I wanted to do. All right, so from this point, that's when I start taking notes. Is when I finally have something that I actually like. So I'm gonna go back in here, and I don't know if this is gonna be the small or the large, but I did I'm just say front increase, and then back increase, and then 2 rows, and then repeat. All right, so I just have that in there, and then we're just gonna keep going. So I did those, then I'm gonna do just 2 regular rows. And so kind of like in the Sophie scarf and all that good stuff, the um the like look of the scarf when you translate it to a smaller scarf, a medium scarf, or a larger scarf, all depends on your increases and decreases. Like, for example, the Sophie scarf, you have to do like 6 increases or 6 rows before you increase. The Sophie scarf, it's like 8, and then the hood or the large one is the shawl version is 10. All right. And okay, so that's 2 rows. And then we're going to do an increase on this side and then continue our stitches. and then do our return pass. Now, thinking about it, this might actually be too big, so I can probably do this as like the scarf. Like the regular like diamond scarf. Um I, I just increased, so I'm just gonna work the stitches as they are until I get to the end. And before I do my Tunisian end stitch, I'm going to yarn over and pull it through like that. Okay, so like I'm liking this. I like this. So I'm just rolling through it, doing my return pass. And then I do two more. I hope y'all can see it. This is not my original plan for today's tutorial, but I gotta learn how to be more proactive when it comes to my live streams, because at my kids bedtime is 7:30, and so then when I get down here I have about 30 minutes to prepare for the stream. And by the time I actually like sit down, I have to clean my room and maybe uh get a fan going because it's starting to get hotter, so then I'm not running the fan while I'm on stream. By the time I actually sit down and get dressed and sit down and start the live, that's when I realized, oh wait, the battery isn't charged. And so I'm like, oopsie. Okay, now that I'm doing this, I'm starting to think that this may be better suited for the shawl. This stitch sequence will probably be better suited for the shawl, where it's like a 2-row like 2-row non-increase, because of the way that it's shaped or shaping, right? This looks more like the beginning of a shawl because it's going to be quite big. So you want like your first few stitches to kind of set the tone for the rest of the pattern. And so you don't want you want your increases to be gradual, but you don't want them to be too quick, because then it's going to give off the wrong shape that I'm looking for. So I think these types of increases are better suited for maybe even the scarf. And so with that knowledge, I'm going to stop this swatch right there. Well, actually, let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Because then my split in the middle of the scarf is going to have to be a little bit further up. But yeah, I think this will probably be better for the scarf version, because scarves are normally like about like 100, 106, 120 rows, 150 rows, and the shawl will probably be twice as much. So you don't want your increases to be too quick. All right, so I do like that, and I'm satisfied with that shape now that I got that down. So this is where I do 2 non-increase rows. So now we have to frog it. And now we have to think about, what is it going to look like on a scarf? I mean, a mini scarf or a micro scarf. So we got to start with the same. Hello, Nis Honey. Welcome, welcome. So now we got to do the same 3-stitch. How are you doing today? What are you working on? All right, so we do the same 3 stitches, and then I'm just going to do 1 non-increase. I'm going to try to aim for the mini scarf this time. So you want to start it off small. So maybe I want to do like 2 rows of non-increases. Right? And then maybe like, how am I going to do this? Maybe like an increase row on the right. And then we can do like a non-increase row. And then the next one would be an increase on the end. You're making baby hats for donations. Oh, I did that one year. Me and my grandma, we did that one year. I think we made like 25 altogether. She made most of them. Because mine kept being too big. All right, and so now we're going to do the increase on the other side. Excuse me. You missed it, Ms. There was a cat fight going on outside my window. It was getting real heated out there too. But they settled down now. I thought it was my neighbor like screaming at people. But it was just some cats. And they were going at it for a minute too. Okay. So that's a non-increase row. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking this shape a lot better than what I was doing before. This is what it looks like. My only concern is like these ends. These ends look a little bumpy. But I'm gonna keep going. So this was a non-increase row, so we're gonna go ahead and increase. Yeah, it was crazy. When I used to live with my mom, we lived in this one house, and the underneath of the house, like the crawl space was open. And so like one time, and it was like a vent or something that was at the crawl space. And of course that vent is right underneath my bedroom. And so I remember hearing cats like this YouTube, whatever platform I'm screaming on, don't demonetize me. They were having sex underneath of the crawl space, right underneath my room. And I'm like, what is that sound? I was so confused. And then my mom was hearing it. And then she was like, oh. And she told me what they were doing. I was like, oh, of course. Well, that makes me feel uncomfortable. Well, that's weird. Do I prefer DK? Yes, I do prefer DK. When it comes to Tunisian crochet. But like in other words, I normally use worsted weight. Mainly for like cardigans and stuff like that because it's a lot easier. All right, so that was a non-increase row, right? A lot, I think that was. Yeah, okay, I think that was. So we do an increase right here. And I'm starting to really, I would have to do this one a lot longer to see if I like the shape that it's putting out. Like I said, I'm really aiming for that diamond shape. So I think we're getting there, but I think I probably need to take out those 3 that I begin with. Right? You can kind of see like the diamond gradually growing. And so I'm going to write that down for the smaller scarf. So with this one, I did, oop, these are my notes. For this one, I did a front increase, then 1 row, and then a back increase and 1 row. And this is my repeat. That's the type of notes that I do. I have a lot of worsted, and finding my crochet book pocket is tending to get very tight. Yeah. Yes, girl. Same here. Oh, you missed it earlier. I was showing off the yarn. I can do it again. I was showing off the yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby earlier today. Really quickly for the people who weren't here. I have this yarn. This beautiful yarn that I found at Hobby Lobby. I know some people don't like Hobby Lobby. I am a Hobby Lobby girl. I think the yarn is not only cheaper but better. So we have the Yarn Bee Pearl Spin. This is a 100% low peel fiber acrylic. And this is in a Z twist. So Z twist is actually meant better for crochet, because if you ever notice, like when you use a regular, this yarn, this type of yarn is made for knitting. I mean, it's made for whatever you want, but it's more geared towards knitting in its composition, whereas the Z twist is better for crocheting because it won't unravel in the direction that we crochet in. So I got these beautiful colors, some jewel tones, and it was really hard to choose. I have a vlog where I show you the different colors, but I knew I wanted to do blue and orange, but I couldn't decide between like a lighter tan, a brown, or a yellow. I don't like yellow. Yellow is not my color. I just started getting into orange this year, but I think this was the right choice. All right. I also picked up some cotton yarn. I have to do like an A5 size of the book Nook pouch. So I got this one. I thought it would complement this very well. So I gotta do the A6 size in this color. And then because I wasn't able to find the yarn that I originally went out to go buy, which was the Michael's Blossom yarn in the color Cabana, I got this one. Okay, I already had this yarn, so I got 2 more. And I'm very excited to start on that project. So that's what I got. A nice little haul. Michael's is so disappointing. They never have what I want when I go there. It's starting to get hot, guys. Make sure you hydrate. Make sure you put on your deodorant. Because that's one thing I don't like, is some musty people. Alright. Put on your chapstick. Make sure you wear your sunscreen. You really like the tutorial I did the other day? What did I do? The smock stitch? Yeah, I liked it too. But I thought it was gonna be useful. Oh, and then the yarn that I'm going to be using for this particular project, this is a bigger project because there's 3 sizes. This apple green this is Malabrigo Rios and worsted. Deodorant is a must, absolutely. So this is going to be for the scarf or the middle length. This is Indonesia washed it 100% super wash merino. This is going to be the shawl because I have so much of this one. I think this right here is 2 skeins. I gotta weigh it with the crossovers. This is really pretty. Yeah, the green is phenomenal. I really like this green. I think it looks so cool. I was originally buying this for a hat. So, you know what I'm saying? And then I have this purple. This is going to be the small scarf. Now, this is worsted weight yarn. So I got to figure out a stitch that's going to, this is worsted, this is a single dye lot. This came in a mystery bag. I have to find a stitch that's going to work with that. All right. What was I about to do? Oh, I just said it. I got to figure out a stitch that's going to work with that. So we're going to go in the Tunisian Crochet Bible. This is what I like to call it, the Tunisian Crochet Bible. If you guys don't have one of these, go on my Amazon storefront, pick you up one. I think the last time I saw it, it was like on sale. And so you can go pick it up. I think it's on Kindle too, so you don't have to even print them out. But I'm just gonna go through it. I gotta hold up my book for my smaller camera where I do the vertical. It died on me midstream. It was a little creepy, but so I'm just gonna be holding up. We'll probably revisit some of these again, but what was I doing? Yeah, you really. Oh, I want to do the. You got one? Awesome. I want to do a. Do I want to do a cable? I don't know. I feel like a teacher. Remember when you used to be like in circle time and your teacher would hold a book like this so everybody could see it? That's how I feel. I don't know if I want to do a cable or lace. I think a cable would probably look better if I did like a square so you can actually see it. But I saw this one really nice cable triangle shawl. Oh, it's so pretty. But it was knit. But yeah, I want to do something like this. Ooh. Have y'all ever done like a Tunisian crochet cable? Oh, y'all can't even see it. My bad. Look at that. I want to do that so bad. I want to. She said she want to make everything in there. Yeah, I really want to make something with the cables. Absolutely. These are beautiful. And a lot of them really do mimic knit. Like some of these, if you do the knit stitch, but some of these you can just do the Tunisian crochet simple stitch. You don't have to do the knit stitch in them. But I'm looking for a lace. So I also like this like chevron lace. But I don't necessarily like, I need one that's versatile. So maybe like a stitch by itself. That's lace. Ooh, that's like really pretty. This one right here. Oh, I have it tagged off too. It's just $3.25. What is this? A Tunisian simple stitch knit stitch yarn over. Okay, so this is it's basic stitches. Okay, that's not too bad. Maybe that one. But then I'm trying to think. I don't think that's gonna work. Now that I think about it, I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know if that's gonna work. I might have to stick with the mesh stitch. I really like this stitch too. Not yet, no cables. I don't blame you. Okay, so we have eyelets. We could go with eyelets. There's a lot of really nice like lace situations. I like that a lot. All right, so I think I have to just figure out a stitch by itself that's like inherently. Oh, this is one of those ones. 334. Um, is it 334? Oh yeah, this one. Um, 2 back cables. Yeah, that one's pretty nice. Um, I might be able to do this one if I'm gonna be honest. This one right here, because it's worked over an even amount of stitches and 2 rows. So first row is a yarn over skip a stitch Tunisian MS stitch, which is, I forgot what that is. It's not the mesh simple stitch, it's something else. Modified simple stitch. And then the next row is a Tunisian modified simple stitch. So it's that actually might actually work if I think about it, because at some point I would have an even amount of stitches. Yeah. You said 328. I'm gonna have to take a look at that too. Because at some point I will have an even amount of stitches that would take that over. I'm thinking. Okay. So 304. And then you said 328. Yeah, 328. This chevron. I'm definitely making something with this chevron. That's so pretty. It's so pretty. And I don't see people using this either at all. This is worked over 8 stitches and 5 rows. It's a 5-row repeat. So it's a little advanced, but I think that would make like a really nice square triangle shawl type situation. And it uses Tunisian simple stitch, knit stitch. So it's doable. It's just you got to stay concentrated. And I would probably do it like slant ways. I do like a little chevron. Okay, where was I? I was at 304. Oh, this one's nice too. You could do this one. This is the TPS, Tunisian Pearl Stitch 2 together. This is 297. This is, it looks like a little net. Little net. This is worked over an even amount of stitches and 2-row repeat. So that's not too bad either. Because then if you don't have an even amount of stitches, you can just like do a purl stitch or a simple stitch. This one kind of looks like the other one, but it's using the reverse stitch. I think I like this one better. It's a little bit neater. You can show us a pattern in Tunisian, like how to read it and do it. Like in the book, or like an actual like pattern. Because I can try to find like a free pattern on like Ravelry or something and do it that way. We can do that. We got like, oh shoot, we ain't got no time. Oh snap. I thought it was like 9 o'clock. Yeah, let me know like if you want to do, we can do one in this book. I can do like a little swatch of what I want. Oh no, because my camera, what's the battery at? 23%? I might be able to. This one's kind of cool too. This one? Yeah, a few ones, so we still have it. I'm gonna need a little bit more. Like a pattern? Like on Ravelry or in this book? I don't know if I like 286. I like it, but I don't know if I like it for my pattern. Let's keep it going. Ooh, that one's cool. That one's cool. This is 280 worked over multiple 2 stitches, so it's the twisted knit stitch 2 full stitch. Interesting. Okay. A free one. Okay, I can do that real quick. I can do that. All right. All right, so actually, I prepared for this. Let me see if I can pull up a different. I'm gonna just log into Ravelry real quick, and I'm gonna try to pull up my screen. Give me 1 second. Window capture. Oh. Okay, why is it not? Give me a second. You see the patterns, but you don't know how to read them. Yeah, that can be. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I was not able to see it. I'm trying. I don't know. It's not. Give me a second. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to work. If I can show y'all like what I'm looking at on my computer. Oh, that's the one note. Okay, that's why. That's why. Okay. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. All right, let me fix it really quickly. Let me take out a studio and then we're gonna fix the screen. Give me a second. Why is it like that? Why are they doing this to me? It's like my computer is betraying me right now. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to transition back. I'm gonna figure it out. Give me a second. All right. Let me see. Let me see what I can do. So yeah, we can definitely look up a pattern on Ravelry really quick. Or if you know of a free pattern that's Tunisian crochet or regular crochet or knit, we can go through it really quickly and I'll show you how it's done and how you read it. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. Now I just need to move it. All right. We got it now. All right, so let me take this out. Let me make this bigger because I can't even see it. All right, so my brother pretends to read patterns, but he just makes noises. Don't all brothers do that? All right, so we got Ravelry up, and I'm just gonna look for. Oh, well, you can do like an advanced search. So let's do patterns. If you don't know how to work Ravelry, I'm going to show you how to work Ravelry now. Oh, is this the red hat people were talking about? Melt the ice hat. There's like a lot of controversy around it. The Sophie scarf. Emotional support ticket. Literally all of the famous The most famous patterns are literally. Anyway, I got distracted. All right, so we're gonna do crochet. And then I forgot if there's like a, oh, look at that Tony. Oh, look at that Betty. Literally Betty. Okay. Free. And then we're gonna do, I wish there was like a what's it called? There should be like a different one. It's like Tunisian crochet. Crochet technique. Here we go. Tunisian crochet. All right. And so let's look. No, 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 no. Oh, the blossom throw. I saw that. That's not, it's literally just a simple stitch. It's literally just a simple stitch. Like, that's all it is. It's just Tunisian crochet simple stitch. I'm not mad at her, right? But that's all that is. It better be a free pattern. Okay, let's see. That's cute. Oh, that's cute. That little bunny. There's Tony's, but once again, her patterns are like super easy. I'm trying to find it. A lot of these are knit Tunisian simple stitch. Simple stitch. I'm trying to find it. Okay, maybe this one. Tunisian short rows, dishcloth. Maybe that might be. Do I? Oh, it's on her website. I want to be able to like I'm gonna favorite that though. I'm gonna save that. If you want to be friends with me on Ravelry, it's the same. It's Cozy Crochet Co. But I want to find one. Maybe this one. This one's nice. Oh, that's not free though. I guess it's free on her website. Free version is also available. Okay, yeah, on her website. I want to see one that like actually has the pattern. That's, yeah, that is Tunisian crochet. Come on, someone. Give me something. Maybe this one? Is this the same one I clicked on? No. Okay. Maybe I will have to go to somebody's. I just don't want all the ads popping up. That's the only thing. I don't want all the ads popping up on me. I'm trying to find one with like some diversity. Okay, I think I'm gonna just have, this is really pretty. This is the Frost Flower. I'm gonna have to save that. Frost Flower baby blanket. Ooh, that's really nice. Oh. Is this Tunisian crochet? No, is it Tunisian crochet? It says just crochet. That look real advanced for Tunisian crochet. No, it is. Okay, I see like the, wow, that's really nice. Oh, I need to step my game up. What stitch is that? What is that? Okay, we're gonna look at this one. We're gonna go visit the free version blog here. Okay, let's do that. So we're on her website. I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste this in the chat for you guys if you want to follow along. Can y'all see my screen all right? I know you probably can't see it if you're watching it on vertical, but let's go ahead and see all these ads. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. But I get it. You have to get paid somehow. All right, so when you're first looking at a pattern, of course, this one has all of the, stuff. The measurements, the gauge, which is really important if you wanted to make a specific size for this one. Why does is that like a owl? It kind of looks like a bra, her logo. So this is, it's going to tell you the gauge pattern. So, normally it's like Tunisian simple stitch, this many, and then you block it and then you measure it by, 10 centimeters by 10 or 4 by 4 inches. Then it gives you the gauge swatch. So this is what you have to meet if you're anywhere. If you're over the gauge swatch, then you need to size down your hook. If you're under the gauge swatch, so like if your numbers are too small, then you need to go up a gauge swatch. All right, so, it gives all this stuff, your notions, all that good stuff. So this is the schematics. This is so pretty. Can I don't think I can make it bigger. That's dumb. So you can't look at the, okay. So this is like the chart, what's it called, chart? I guess so you can see the bigger picture, but you can't really see this. Like, the boxes are ridiculously small, but this is a beautiful pattern. So you have your abbreviations. So bind off chain, last stitch, regular. So for Tunisian crochet, the standard is for the last stitch is TES for Tunisian end stitch. Because technically the last stitch would be the stitch before the end stitch. And yeah, so she's saying last stitch. Regular return pass. Okay. Return pass is, I don't mean to pick apart this pattern, but return pass is RP. Then repeat, I guess. I think she just made up her own, which is fine. As long as it's consistent, so she has yarn over, that's correct, yarn under. So in this pattern is using Tunisian purl stitch, simple stitch, knit stitch, and the reverse stitch, which I've done all of those tutorials on my channel. Very beautiful pattern. She does have video tutorials. Okay. For left-handed. Okay, I think I'm going to start doing left-handed tutorials as well. So Tunisian crochet foundations and then the left-handed version of them if you need it. Purl stitch, knit stitch, reverse, left-handed. I'm going to start doing left-handed ones. That's really smart. Okay. So now when you are reading the pattern, you're finally gotten to the instruction of the pattern. We're going to do the honeycomb edge. So you do your foundation row, which we know, chain, 108. And then you're pulling up loops. See, this is where it's like confusing. Just say return pass. But I guess there's going to be certain times where you only do return pass a few of them. So I'm not quite sure. So I guess doing a return pass of 109. And I guess that's also a good way of counting your stitches, but it's a blanket, so not many, you don't really need a stitch count. Unless if that's something you consistently have across your patterns. So if you're looking at this row right here, what it means based off of her guide, REP would be repeat 1 Tunisian purl stitch, 1 Tunisian simple stitch. So this repeat of 1 Tunisian purl stitch, 1 Tunisian simple stitch, 53 times. What's 53 times the 2 stitches? 109. 108, sorry. And then you have your 1 Tunisian purl stitch at the end. your Tunisian last stitch, and then your return pass. All right, same thing. And then from, 3 to 10, you would repeat row 2 4 times. So you would repeat row 2, this row right here, 4 times between 3 and 10, which is what, 8 times. That was a little confusing. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me know if I need to slow down. Yeah, that's scary. It's not scary. You got this. All right, is this too small? Can you guys see? I'm a make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so we did the border. These ads are ridiculous, man. Oh my gosh, they're literally taking up the whole entire. Ooh. Okay. So now we're getting into the textured pattern. So now we're going into the row. So now we're on row 11, and it's telling you to do a repeat again of this 1 simple stitch, 1 purl stitch 5 times. So once you've completed this sequence 5 times, then you can move on to the next one, which is 2 Tunisian reverse stitches, 5 Tunisian knit stitches, and 2 Tunisian reverse stitches. So you do this sequence 3 times. Once you finish this sequence, then you repeat 1 purl stitch, 1 simple stitch 5 times. Then you do your Tunisian last stitch or Tunisian end stitch, and then your return pass. So if you were to look on this chart that she did earlier, it's right here. This is what she's talking about. So this first row right here. And I guess if you're doing it all in one color, that's your first row. What I find interesting is, why is there 2 right here? Shouldn't that be 1? Maybe this isn't balanced. I understand why there's 2 right there. Why is there 2 right here? Yeah. Oh, this. Does she do that in her? I need to like the. I don't. Wait. I need to see the bigger one, because I don't think she even does that in. Yeah. Okay. That's weird. She doesn't do that in the actual blanket. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's a little bit inconsistent to the schematics. But anyway, so row 11 was your first row of working the chart. So working the chart means the schematics that I showed you earlier. All right, so row 12 would be a repeat of this 1 purl stitch, 1 simple stitch. Once you do this 5 times, then you move on to the next. So you would repeat 2 reverse stitch, 2 25 knit stitch, 2 reverse stitch 3 times. And then you would do that. And so for every row, it seems like she has everything, set up right. And so if you wanted a longer blanket, then you would repeat 11 through 39. And then you would do the honeycomb edge right here, and then the bind off. So that's pretty much. Oh, okay. So now she gives a little bit of a better. This is the chart that you would be working for the motif. So I don't know how she got these other ones, but when you do your return pass, oh, it's all one color, so I guess you don't have to change color. But this is the back of the blanket. So I find it interesting that she didn't actually work her chart. But oh, that's pretty. I'm getting ahead of myself. But if we look at the furls pattern that I have up there, let me look and see if anybody commented. Yeah, Andy is. It's really pretty. Her patterns are really pretty, but the only thing about that is the schematics didn't match up to what she actually did, at least to me. Let's look at my pattern on the Frills website. Let's see. What is it called? Cozy Latte? Is it on here? Y'all. Okay, so this is my pattern from on the Frills website. Look at me, how pretty. Y'all, when I took this picture, it was hot. I think it was August when I took this picture, and I had to make it look like I was in fall. I was hot. So same thing. I tell you what you need are the supplies. You get your gauge. Mine's a little bit simpler, and then I show you the measurements. And so then I have my abbreviations. TSS, Tunisian simple stitch, RP, return pass, Tunisian, last Tunisian stitch. Now I know the correct terminology, which is Tunisian end stitch, so TES, and then, chain. So you have, using this abbreviations, you would go through the pattern. Excuse me. I did recently fix some parts of here, so I don't know when they updated it, but that's my video. Ooh. That's my video. Go watch it on the Frills YouTube channel. That's me. And so of course the setup row, or the terminology, is called foundation. Once again, when I designed this, I knew some terminology based off of what other people, but now I know the industry standard terminology for Tunisian crochet, so I should have said foundation row. Chain 40, pull up loops from the back loops of the chain. I don't know how to say that. And then you get Tunisian, last Tunisian stitch, and then return pass. I don't think I did put return pass. I added that. Because at first people were like, what's RP? All right. So you're going to do the same thing for row 1 through 7. You're going to do Tunisian simple stitch, and the last Tunisian stitch, return pass. All right. Row 8 is Tunisian mesh stitch. Did I put the directions for the mesh stitch? I didn't. But I do have a video on it, so there's that. So if you didn't know what the Tunisian mesh stitch was, you would get a video tutorial. And then same thing, and then it's just a lot of repeats to make this. I'm gonna drop this in the chat as well if you're interested. But just take your time. It's easier if you print these out. And then let me just go back. But yeah, that's how you read a pattern, a Tunisian crochet pattern. Now there's gonna be different times where people will have like, how do I say this? Your return pass may be different. So like if you're doing certain lace pieces, they may say like chain 5, and then you do like a shell or whatever. Or how I was saying last stream when I was showing you how to do a buttonhole. Sometimes you have to bind off certain stitches in the middle and then chain on your return pass, and then go back and reclaim those loops. MDL, he said he's doing okay, just waiting for the surgery date to get here to get the spinal cord stimulator. I'm so glad you're doing okay. TES about the only abbreviation that gets constantly changed. Some is TES, the end TES come, some in what? And just finish it. Okay. Yeah, I mean I've seen a lot across the board, a lot of different ones across the board. But from what I know and from what other, you know what? Let's look. because I literally have 3 Tunisian crochet books right here. Let's see what they say. All right, let's see what Tony's book says. I've never seen different Tunisian stitches in one project. I'm excited to learn. Okay, let's see what Tony's pattern says for. Okay, so her says LTS, so last Tunisian stitch. And then her repeat is RETP for the RETP for the return pass. That's a lot of letters. Yeah, so she uses different terminology. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking in my girl Ashley. Let's see what she says. Okay, so she uses RET. Maybe that's an interesting. Yeah. I use RTP for return pass. Maybe I should do that. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Because this one says last Tunisian says LTS and then return pass RETP. Okay. Well, I was wrong. All right, and then I don't know if I showed you this one, but this is my friend Lindsay. She lives in South Korea. I visited her this past September. This is on pre-order. So this is the Tunisian crochet wardrobe. I didn't talk about this in the last stream. Maybe I did. But her patterns that she have in here, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so let's look at one of her. What does she say? I don't see her say, well, are these worked in the, no, these are worked in the, I don't see it on here. Is this a, I don't see it on here. Are the, it, well, it would depend. If it's worked in the loop, then it wouldn't have a last stitch. Okay, so this one, I found it. Hers says EST. So what is that? What is EST? EST. And then hers says return pass RTP. To the last stitch, EST, RTP. Maybe I gotta go into her. Oh yeah, I showed you this book last week. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, maybe I need to go into her like glossary or something. And she has QR codes, which is that makes so much sense. EST, which is in stitch. Okay. The way she has it. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm looking at it right here. So, but it confused me because it's like a lowercase EST. So I'm like, huh? What's that? Okay, so for her forward pass, she has FWP. And then return pass, she has RTP. And then yeah, for inch stitch, she has lowercase e st. So it's different. It really just depends on what you do. But then let's look at the Tunisian Crochet Bible. I got so many resources here. I should know all the answers to everybody's Tunisian crochet questions. Okay, so Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Foundation. Okay. So for return forward passes FP, return passes RP, standard return pass is STD RP. Does she have terminology for, maybe it's in the back. See, this is like the geek in me right now when it comes to this. Okay, so repeat, she has REP. Is she have one? I don't think she has one for return pass. Not return pass? End stitch. Does she not have one for end stitch? I guess she wouldn't need it. Tunisian end stitch. I don't think she has one in here for the end stitch. Tunisian end stitch. T. Yeah. Oh, hers is Tunisian edge stitch. So it's TE. I don't know about that. What is this on 3? That's the third one. I would not have. Yeah, so her notation is TE. So I wasn't right in any of them. Okay. You know, I just gotta go back to the drawing board. MDL said, yeah, that's me too. I researched the heck out of Tunisian. I do a lot of history diving, which has helped me to find the 546 Tunisian stitches I know. Tunisian is my rabbit hole. Absolutely. I've just started getting into 546. You do have a lot of videos and tutorials, so yeah, that's a lot. It's good that I have like all of these different books so that I can learn what to do. Because one day I will have a book like this. You know what I'm saying? One day this gonna be me. So I would like to. I'm surprised, MDL, you don't have a book. I think somebody would definitely. I definitely think a publisher would want you to do something with you. I would look into that. But I want to do a book. And the thing is like Lindsay, I think she's been crocheting for 3 years now. But she has a lot more time on her hands. So, if somebody asked me to do a book right now, that book would never come out. Yeah, have you made wearables in Tunisian? And I want an autographed copy. Absolutely, I will do that just for you. Oh, you are writing a book. Yes, I want a signed copy. I want... What else do I want? I want a signed copy. And I want an advanced copy. Okay. You don't have to give me anything. But if they ask you who you want to send a book to, let me know. He says fortes and blankets. Okay. I love a good Tunisian crochet blanket. I have yet to finish one. All right. Oh yeah, that's a great. I'm so glad you brought that up. So yes, I'm currently running a Tunisian crochet test for my scarf. I haven't I guess I can just bring it out. I haven't this is her. It's literally just Tunisian crochet full stitch. It's a very simple pattern. It's a stash buster pattern. So You know, I posted it up on my community channel first before I do like a actual tester call on like Instagram and stuff. Yes. So it's really up to y'all if you want to check it out, if you want to test. And there's no pressure. Um if you don't think that you'll be able to, and it's 8 weeks too. So it really just depends. It really just depends on oh, I had one viewer on Facebook. Y'all, I don't go on Facebook. Oh, he wish he had the time. Yeah, it's cool. It really just depends. I know you're about to prepare for a surgery too. But oh, it's 10 o'clock. Dang. It's past my bedtime, y'all. But yeah, so if you want to test this, the testing call is up on the community post. I'm also going to be posting it up on Instagram, probably like Friday. It's an 8-week turnaround. And yeah. It doesn't even have to be like, you don't have to go out and buy yarn. You can just use scrap yarn. You know what I'm saying, to test it out. Do you ever use double-ended hooks? No, but I do want to learn how, because I want to do a round Tunisian crochet blanket. I really do. I'm gonna show you. I have these Caron anniversary cakes up there, and I want to make a blanket using them, but I want it to be like a Tunisian crochet blanket that no one's ever made before. Okay. And I see a lot of Tunisian crochet blankets just like straight up single stitch. I'm like, or a simple stitch. I'm like, can we do something different? So, like the blossom, just like, girl, it's literally just the simple stitch. Like, can we do something different? Can we do something fun? That is what I used for those blankets I posted. Yes, I saw that. Those are also really good for doing like the 6-day star blanket. And I have quite a few yarns that I can do the 6-day star blanket. It's kind of just one of those patterns that you can just do when you don't have any idea what to do with the yarn. I highly recommend. Speaking of that, we have, I'm doing one of my next videos that I'm doing is going to be how to, MDL said, I said that I want to do what, I want to do what no one else has done. So I did the flower bouquet blanket in Tunisian. Okay. You know what? Because I could never. Yeah, you can Tunisian crochet in the round. Actually, it's in this book. I'll show it to you. But that's how you can do Tunisian crochet in the round and in a circle. It's like a flat circle. It's one of the last pages of this book. No, it's not. I lied. I thought it was. Yes. So Tunisian crochet in the round. And there's videos on this too. I think I would have to do like a deep dive into mastering this before I did a tutorial. But so I'm doing my next giveaway. I'm just letting y'all know now. My next giveaway is going to be a tips on how to do like 5 tips you need to know before you start the 6-day star blanket. You know, Betty is one of my really good friends. I will always support her. She always supports me. And so in that video, look out for that video, because I will be giving away 3 of the 6-day star blanket planner. I have one signed one that I will be giving away to my channel members. So make sure you stay out for that. And these are not signed. These are not signed. But these will be given away in that video. And if nobody claims them, I'll give them away on live. But then one of my channel members randomly will get I'll do a drawing for my channel members, and they will get the signed copy that I have that nobody claimed. So that's going to be fun. I think I'm going to be doing that sometime next month, depending on how this pattern goes and how far I've gotten with it. So look out for that. If you want to become a channel member and get the signed copy. Matter of fact, I don't even know what my signed copy. Oh, here it is. So you get this one. I think is my personal one. Yeah. So she signed this one personal to me. So this one's my personal one, okay? And then this one is for giveaway. So this signed one is for my members. And then we have 3 that we're going to be giving away in that video. Or I might do like 2 in the video, 1 on a live stream, and then 1 for my channel members only. And then we're also going to be working through a 6-day star blanket as well. That's going to be our oh, you got your stickers? Who else got their stickers? Raise your hand. Okay. Raise your hand. That was really fun. MDL, did you get your stickers? But yeah, I'm really excited about that. So if you are wanting to get a chance at some of these really cool workbooks, make sure you stay subscribed, have your notifications turned on. And yeah, I think that's pretty much else. I'm gonna wait until some other members come in and let me know they got their stickers. I gotta print out the other ones. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you are watching, I haven't checked the P.O. box. We'll have a hubby check on his way home tomorrow. That's right, you do have P.O. box. I was considering getting a P.O. box, but then I got my decals. So I had to handwrite, and you know what, it's not that bad, okay? But I had to handwrite my long business address on, what was it, like 10, 12? So I got stickers. So I have like a business suite, and then I have, I could get a P.O. box, but this is my address if anybody wants to know. It's not focusing. It's too small. There we go. That's my address. Not my house address. This is my business address. So if you want to mail stuff, that's my address. 1021 Eden Way North, Suite 118, PMB 154, Chesapeake, Virginia. That's my address. So if you want to send me stuff, letters, mail, whatever, yarn. Don't send me yarn. I got too much of it. I would not know where to put it. I do want to do like a community project. I was thinking of doing like a granny square. Like everybody just mail me granny squares in a little envelope. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool, right? And I put them together and then I like hang it up on my wall. I had a weirdo stalker person when I first started YouTube, which forced a P.O. box issue. Yeah, it gets like that. We've always had like a business P.O. box situation because of that. You live in Virginia Beach, Cherry? Okay. Let me know what yarn store do you go to? I want you to do the 6-day star blanket. Yeah, we're gonna have a crochet along for the 6-day star blanket. This week, next week. Hope I'm not working that live. Where do you get that book? Which book? This book? These books? These, you can actually, if you're talking about these books, if you go to Mother of Yarns in Chesapeake, she has these. Miss Stephanie has these in her store. So if you're talking about this book, if you're talking about any of the other books I showed you here today, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. It's already in the description of this video. So if that interests you, go ahead, grab it up. It's on Amazon. Let me see. I don't. Oof, girl, where's my links? Where's my links? Let's see. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna drop it down below for you. Give me a second. It's in my Amazon storefront, but I'm just going to grab that for you really quickly. Because these books are like the Tunisian crochet books. I call it like my book club. So I'm going to drop my link tree. And if you scroll down in the section where it says like book club, it'll be right there for you. Oh wait, dang, it's not gonna let me. Give me a second. Let me see if it's gonna let me do it. Can I copy link? Copy link. There we go. Oh, it still won't let me do it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, thank you so much for gifting memberships, Ms. Honey. Everybody clap. Give a round of applause for Niz. Thank you so much for gifting. I really appreciate that. Oh my gosh, why can I not find this link tree? It's okay, share. Copy link tree. Come on. Work for me. Okay, that one should work. So this is the link tree. If you scroll down the link tree, it'll say book club. And then that has every book that I just showed you, as well as other things that I talk about on a daily basis. Let's see. Laura at Twisted Stitches received a membership. Thank you. You go to the Yarn Club. Good evening, Queen Esther. Let me know if you also received your sticker mail. I'm up here late, y'all. It's past my bedtime, but I gotta wake up at like 7 in the morning. It's okay. I'll drink some coffee. I like staying up here with you guys. Yeah, Queen Esther, let me know if you received your sticker mail. Cherry says she goes to the Yarn Club. I'm glad that works for you. I haven't went there in a while. They have the dogwood fiber trails going on the yarn crawl. I don't think I'm gonna be going to all of the yarn, because there's like one in it's all the way in Midlothian, which is about 3 hours, and then there's one in like Elizabeth City, or is it Charlotte? I don't know. I think it's Charlottesville. I don't know. It's somewhere I've never been before. It's all the way up there. So I was like, I don't think I can do that. So I think I'm gonna just do the Village Knittery. I've been there before. Really nice. And then I think I'm gonna go to Mother of Yarns. Because I don't think, let me check. I don't think that there's like a certain yarn that everybody's selling. I know one year it was the stitch markers. If you like buy a certain amount of yarn, then you get a stitch marker. Or if you buy like a certain thing or a certain amount of whatever, then you can, like a certain, what is it called? Dollar amount. Yeah. If it's a certain dollar amount, then you get a free stitch marker. But I don't think that's worth going all the way to Midlothian for. Oh, you don't think so? You wasn't sure where to email you? Email me. Email me at Cozy Crochet Co. I'll send it out as cozycrochetco@gmail.com. I will send it out as soon as I possibly can. You'll get it in April though. I had like a form. I think I'm gonna send it out again. But yeah, it's Fredericksburg. Not going there. Not going there. Oh, the one in what's it called? Williamsburg. I will go to that one. So I didn't know there was so many. Okay, so Magpie Knits is all the way in Charlottesville. EWE, I don't know what that is. It's all the way in Charlottesville. They added a lot more places. Center of the Yarniverse, I've been to. Dancing with Wool and Mythlonian, I've been to. So I guess I went further than Mythlonian. That one's in there. Those are in Richmond, and then Fredericksburg, and then Charlottesville. There's no way I'm going to all of those. That's up there. That's up there. Okay. And then Yarn Matters, I will be going there. Oh, there's another one, Colorful Stitches. That's also in Williamsburg. Okay, so I think I'm going to go to Yarn Matters, Colorful Stitches, Village Knittery, and Mother of Yarns. I guess Yarn Club isn't in it this year. Yeah, make sure you email me. So yeah, I think I'll be able to go to half of them. I don't think I'm going to be able to go to all of them. My stuff is being weird. There are 2 podcasts. I'm still trying to figure it out because I wanted to do the vertical and the horizontal. But for some reason it's not working how I wanted to. Maybe I should just end this one. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm sorry if there's a little bit of a mix up going on. I'm about to hop off though in a little bit. But what did I want to say? Yeah, so there's 8 yarn places in the fiber trail, and I'm probably going to go to 4 of them. Because before you had to go to all of them in order to be a part of the knit along and all this other stuff. But the Yarn Club is no longer on here. So they're open between 10 and 5, which is great. With a $25 you can, yeah, so it's stitch marker. So it's a stitch marker. So you can wear the Fiber Tray swag and receive an extra entry. And they're doing a drawing as well. Collecting all 9 stamps and turning your map to enter into the grand prize drawing. Not doing that. I would have to do it with somebody. Like I asked Betty if she was gonna do it. She was like, no. I don't have the bandwidth. I was like, I don't blame you. I'm not doing that either. But the year that I did do it, they had a specific yarn for each store, and then at the end you would do a crochet along or knit along using those yarns. And I just never joined the crochet along or the knit along. So I just kept the yarn. I'm glad they're not doing that because then I would have FOMO. They also used to have flying needles. If I'm saying all these yarn places, and most of you are in Virginia, but they used to have a lot more yarn stores. Anyway, guys, it's past my bedtime. I had so much fun talking to you. We're gonna be back on Thursday. Hopefully, I have worked a little bit more on these patterns and we can talk about them. It'll be part 2 of a continuation of this series where I talk about my design process from start to finish. I'm supposed to be getting more yarn from Hobie. I'm going to talk about Hobie too because they're weird. Okay, I have thoughts about Hobie. I really do. I'm not only going to be talking about the one that I showed you guys here today, but I'm also going to be talking about my design process for this one as well. So, I'm going to try to see Tony from TL Yarn Crafts. She's going to be in Berkeley. What is that, Minnesota? Near me. I want to go. I want to meet her. Can I come? Is that Minnesota? Michigan? Berkeley, I'm really bad at the state abbreviations. But yeah, so this is another project that I'm currently. Thank you, so pretty. This okay, so this is another pattern. And I was in my room playing with yarn as I do every day, and I came across these I'm gonna show you the tag. They are the Happy Place Apricity yarn from Hobie, right? From TL Yarn Crafts collab with Hobie. And I got the color 1 and color 2. I was like, you know what? This would make a really nice blanket. But I'm not about to buy all that yarn for a little blanket. I'm gonna be honest. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. It's like $11 a ball. I'm sorry now. Okay. So what I did was I was like, oh, you know, I'll make a shawl. Michigan. Okay. April 25th. Yes, you can. How close is Michigan to Virginia? I need to look at a state map. So I was up like 9 o'clock. I did all my work for the day when it comes to the business. I'm also building a website, y'all. My head is spinning at this point. But I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to turn off my computer. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to make something. Okay? I'm going to make something. And I just started. I had no plan, no rhyme, no reason. I just was like, I'm going to do what I want to do. And this is what I made. I don't know why, for some reason. I think I'm going to have to fix that in the blocking stage, but the center line isn't lining up with the rest of the colors. This is what it looks like. It's Tunisian crochet. If you know the Tunisian crochet simple stitch, mesh stitch, knit stitch, and full stitch, then you can make this. It's using 2 colors, and it's so soft and squishy, and like, oh my gosh, it's just so nice. What was that yarn you showed from Hobby Lobby? I want to make that stitch you showed the other day with that yarn. Absolutely. Which one? I'm gonna show you all of them again. I don't mind. And then I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. I have to wake up early. Oh, I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. Oh. Okay, so this was the yarn that I showed earlier. This is the Pearl Spin. Good night, Tippy. Thank you. This is the Pearl Spin or Pearl Spun. It is a Z twist yarn. I got it in Jade, Majestic Plum, and Rust. I just think Hobby Lobby has the best yarn. Yes. They just have the best yarn. And then I got this cotton yarn to do the bigger version of my Reading Nook book pouch. This is in the color. This is the I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby. Best cotton yarn. Fight me. This is the name Khaki. The lights are kind of washing that one out, but. And then I got this yarn to do a wearable Tunisian crochet. I'm still trying to find a person who will tech edit my patterns. So hopefully they accept me. But this is Yarn Bee Soft Secret, which is also the same as Caron Simply Soft, or the Michael's brand Loops and Threads. I forgot what they call it, but it's like a pearlescent 2-strand acrylic yarn. You get a lot in here for the price. For $4.99, you get 300 yards. Whereas you go to Michael's and it's like $10. Yeah, those are beautiful together. And this is in the color Buffed Blush. So I originally wanted to go to Michael's to get the Blossom Cakes in, I forgot the color. Very beautiful. However, it wasn't in Michael's. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I found something better. All right, guys, I gotta go. I have the dentist tomorrow. I don't want to go. Queen Esther, make sure you email me. And if anybody else wants to get stickers. So this month, this quarter, everybody who was a channel member, they got this one. And then they also got this one as well. Creativity in Bloom, for spring. Now, the first, 15 people get the bigger sticker. After the 15, you get a smaller sticker of the logo. So when you first become, I love Hobby Lobby. I do too. Some people hate on them because they're a Christian company. Look, I'm a Christian. They're Christian. I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna get my money where I want to get my money. So the first 15 people who receive sticker mail will get this size. I think this is a 4-inch sticker. This is a 3-inch. I may be wrong about that, but they'll get this size when they run out, and then after that, you get the smaller one of this design, and then everything else will be the same size as this too. So if you want the bigger sticker, and you remember, please. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm done. I'm getting a sticker book. Awesome. Yes. I have a sticker book too. This is the one that I have. And it has all my little, well, wow. I showed you nothing. It has all my little sticker books in here that I use for like my journaling or... I love a good sticker. Anyway, guys, that's it. Okay, I'm done now. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And that was one of my lights that just went out. That's definitely time for me to go. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And as always, create something gorgeous. Bye, guys. I'll see you Thursday.